The University of Kentucky is a large campus with nearly 30,000 students. However, the campus is also a part of a larger community, that is, the city of Lexington. As told from our introduction, Lexington has in place its own recycling system, as does the University of Kentucky. But as with anything, the current system in place could use a little work. My partners will be able to tell you more about the system that is in place and the specifics of what could change, but I am here to tell you about the concept of recycling, such as what is recyclable, and the impact it has on the environment we all share, Earth. According to Henry Found at the New York Times, researchers found large amounts of metals such as zinc, lead, and various other metals in shops. However, the contamination did not stop at the shops themselves. Rather, the contaminant resonated outside and into the community. So by consuming or using large amounts of zinc, lead, and other metals, there are large impacts on the environment, such as toxins being seeped into the air. By reducing our use of these products or recycling them, we can help the city of Lexington and our local community of the University of Kentucky's campus by making it a healthier place to live. You can do this by not recycling things such as electrical cords or circuits, as they can be harmful if taken apart. On an even more local level, we can take a look at the University of Kentucky's campus in relation to recycling. The campus has a recycling program that is in the dorms. They promote this initiative through colorful posters on campus, which my partner Mackenzie will speak about in her vlog. However, a study by Jennifer N. Fritz was conducted in 2 phases. During the first phase, signs were posted that prompted people to recycle. During the second phase, trash cans and receptacles were removed from places such as common areas and trash cans. But a large trash can was available the next day. The authors found that recycling increased during the study's second phase. Therefore, the recycling bins are a great implementation for recycling efforts, but ultimately they can harm the environment if those that are using them ultimately do so incorrectly. Another way in which recycling ultimately has a negative impact on the environment is through the concept of wish recycling, which is a concept that Jackie Mogensen covers in her periodical titled "One Very Bad Habit is Fueling the Global Recycling Meltdown." Essentially, wish cycling is when individuals put objects in recycling bins by just merely hoping that they belong there. People want to do good. However, as the article will point out, this action is harming more than it is helping. There are facilities in the United States known as materials recovery facilities, wherein the contents of recycling bins are sorted and then shipped to be recycled. This is different from years past, as there used to be separate bins for each material, such as glass, plastic, and paper. It had seemed like a well thought out and worthy solution at the time, but as of now, it is creating more non-recyclable waste. For this reason, it is important to understand what materials are recyclable compared to those that are not. Items that can be recycled, and according to UK's Recycle Blue site, are aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, all paper and cardboard products, such as cereal boxes and paper towel rolls, cartons, whether they are plastic or cardboard, and plastics such as bottles, jugs, or tubs. It is also important to remember to empty and rinse all recyclable containers and materials. Lastly, do not recycle plastic bags. It is also important that I point out the impact recycling items incorrectly will have. If we are not careful as to recycle what is in fact recyclable, we will create huge mountains of problems. These problems are known as landfills. According to an article titled "Recycling Revisited," published in Mother Earth News, a study found that there is a large issue with mislabeling of plastics and other types of products. The study found that participants were more apt to throw away paper that was dissolved or crumpled rather than recycle it. Study number 2 focused on how individuals either throw away or recycle paper that is cut. The results of this second study showed that the smaller a piece of paper is cut, the less likely it is to be recycled. Therefore, if I could give you any advice at this point, it would be to make sure you read the labels on the products you purchase to ensure correct disposal when the time comes. And also, always throw away paper, whether it is crumpled or not. Just because a recycled material is damaged, such as being cut, it does not make it any less recyclable than it was prior. So at this point, you may be wondering, what should I take away from this? Well, first things first. Don't be a wish cycler. You might think you're helping the environment, but you're impacting it in a harmful way and contributing to the growth of landfills. Pay attention to what we talked about as being recyclable versus non-recyclable. Utilize the recycling receptacles you have in place within your community. Lastly, try your hardest to not use metals such as zinc and lead. By refraining from doing these things that impact the environment in a negative way, you can help impact your environment in a positive way.